Okay, that's great news today. They say that facts tell, story sells, and have some really good stories. But let me open my camera first. And I'm here. So facts tell, story sells. I have some really good stories for you guys. And I will leave the best one for the end. I will leave the best one for the end. So we have a brand new senior rep, we have a brand new director, and we have a brand new millionaire. But let's start with a brand new senior rep. You know, we are going through a special period of time. I said this multiple times the last few weeks. And most of the people, they are trying to figure out a way to work from home. So you know that you got it. If you are watching this video and you're part of what we are doing, you know that you got it. You know that you are involved in a home-based business. But as I said before, facts tells, story sells. So I got someone with me that took our business, took World Ventures seriously right after coronavirus showed up. And the reason is not because, you know, coronavirus showed up, but because of what coronavirus brought with. And, you know, the isolation and people staying at home right now pushed them to find a smart way to work from home. So that guy, Michael, took World Ventures serious right after that. And I would love to invite him to share his story with us. So Michael, if you can put your camera on and unmute your microphone, we all want to hear you.
Hello people, I'm Michael. I'm from Austria. I'm 23 years old and I work as a chemist at the company Wolford. Since December, I'm a member of World Ventures. I met a lot of new people who are positive and motivated. The reason why I became a member by World Ventures is I didn't have the people to travel, and here I became the opportunity to travel and have fun with positive people. A big thank you to Daniela, who is now director, and she is my sponsor, and a big thank you to my team. You are the best.
So brother, let me ask you some questions, if you can keep your camera on. So how old are you?
23.
23. And did you have access to residual income, to passive income before World Ventures in your life?
No.
No. Okay. So did you know what is passive income, residual income before World Ventures?
Yeah, I know, but I didn't have this.
Okay. And what type of business are you in? What job are you doing besides World Ventures?
I don't have time for business before World Ventures, for business also.
Okay, so you were not in any business or in any...
No.
Okay, so your whole income right now is from World Ventures, right?
Yes.
And are you building this from home, 100%?
Yeah, from home.
So you hit senior rep, which is, you know, let's say the first rank of residual income that you start earning good amount of money. And you did this few days ago. That was 3-4 days ago.
Yes.
How was your binary 2 weeks ago, left and right, or 3 weeks ago? Let me know, how was your binary 3 weeks ago when coronavirus showed up?
I was two-star rep.
2-star rep, so 12-12, right?
Yeah.
And in 2 or 3 weeks, you went from 12-12 to 30-30?
In 2 weeks, yeah.
In two weeks. So what did you do? How did you do that?
I work with people. I invited them. I talk with them. I show them my story, and yeah, this is what makes the people positive. They see how my life is going on, how positive I am and motivated.
Great. Can I ask how many people approximately you are inviting per day for the Zoom calls?
Per day, I invite 5 people, but from these 5 people, 2 or 3 people just are in the Zoom calls.
Okay, makes sense. And these are personals, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I assume that you also work with your team. So you guys understand it's a numbers game. Michael put the work the last 2 weeks. When he was home, most of the people, they choose to watch Netflix movies or play video games or drink alcohol or, you know, whatever they choose to spend or waste time. And these very special days. But Michael choose to go all in and put all his energy on Zoom calls. And here are the results. 23 years old with residual income, passive income, and this is just the beginning. Thank you, Michael. Thank you for sharing your story. So our next guest for today, one more person from Austria, a lady from Austria. She hit the 2nd rank of residual income director. And again, instead of me sharing her story, I would love to welcome her. Daniela, if you can open your camera, your microphone, and let us know about your story and how you did it.
Hello, thank you very much, Stavros. First of all, I'm Daniela, I'm 25 years old and I'm living in Austria. Before I was working 8 years for a dentist and I'm working 60 hours a week. And I was thinking about residual income, but I never found a way. And if I'm honest, I was a really skeptical person and I never want to watch some new concept or idea. And one day a good friend of mine is coming to me and said to me, oh, I have to show you something. And I said, okay, what's this? After 5 hours, I was questioning him a lot. I was putting on a lot of questions and I said, okay, what have I to lose? I will join. After that, 4 hours later, I joined my first RTE. My sponsor said to me, Ella, you have to come with me to an amazing training. I don't know what's an RTE, what's in the trainings, but I said, okay, why not? After this RTE, I understand what I am joining here and why am I here, because it was an amazing feeling. And the people around me, this day, I found 50 new friends because everyone is coming to me, hey, where are you from? And it was amazing. After that, I attended every training. I was in May at the boot camp, after that in August at Journey. And this training was the most powerful training for me because after that, I know why am I here and what I want to do here, because I joined because I want to change my life and I want to help other people. After that, I was at the View in Nice, and then I started with full action. I was building my team. I was working consistent every day with them. And yeah, sometimes someone will leave, sometimes someone will stay, and someone will hit the higher ranks. And I'm really happy to be here. And I learned a lot from my personality. And right now I know that I can be this person and live this life I want to live.
Absolutely, you can be. And that's a great story. So you mentioned a lot about trainings. You talked a lot about trainings. Let us know how, first of all, when you started World Ventures, you know, day one, go back to day one. When you saw that presentation,
day one. Mm-hmm.
Did you say to yourself, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be a director very easy and I'm going to earn residual income for the rest of my life?
No, first of all, I don't understand what I can do here. I only know I can travel and I can meet people and maybe I can have a residual income, but I never understand how.
So like the most of us, and that's a great point, you know, most of us day one or day two or even week one or even the first month, we don't believe that we will get residual income. Actually, we don't believe that we will make any money, you know, it's step by step. So when you started believing that you will make it to residual income, to passive income?
I stopped believing after the first month because I was close to senior. And after the first month, I earned $500. And I asked my sponsor, Andre, why do I earn money? What I did for this? And he said, look, you were excited, you invite your friends, and you share our stories. And I said, okay, wow. And then I start to believe it's possible.
Wow. And I heard you at the beginning, you talked a lot about trainings. So how do you feel trainings, the events of the company helped you to be a director today and making the money that you are making?
These trainings give me so much because I believed in myself. And that's the most powerful thing, to believe in myself, because I never think about that I can do this. And at the trainings, I met people, I hear stories, I get the whole knowledge how we have to do this. And I think the most important thing at the trainings for me was that you have to be consistent and to work on yourself, to build your mindset, first of all, before you build your team. And after that, I start to build my mindset, and one after another came from itself. And it was amazing.
100%, absolutely. So talking about those trainings and how they helped you, in less than 2 weeks, in 2 weeks from now, that's in 2 weeks from now, we have the United event, the big online event, the global one. And what could you say to people that they just started, just like you started a few months ago? What will you say to these people? Why do you say to them that they have to attend this event? They have to get the ticket for this event and make sure that they will participate at United?
I will say to them, look, people, I understand that you at the moment don't know what they will talk about in this training, but there are people that started as like me and you, and they have a story. They did it every day. Someone took years, someone took months, and I will tell them, if you watch the stories, if you hear what they will show you, you can learn to do this, you can understand it, you can learn to work on yourself. And that's the most important thing in this business, because you took the decision to do something for yourself. And now you have to learn how you can do it for yourself. And I think that's the easiest way to bring them to attend the trainings.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you, Daniela. Appreciate your time all the way from Austria. And I'm pretty sure that we will do an interview very soon, again, to congratulate you and celebrate you for marketing director. I know that is coming. And as I promised you guys, we left the best for the end. And here's a question I have for you that you are watching. How many millionaires do you know? How many people do you know that they started a business, they started a project, they started, an idea, and they made over $1 million? If you don't know, I don't know how many you know, but this is what I know. You will meet one right now, a brand new $1 million earner, lifetime ring earner. That means that the lady that I'm about to introduce you, she made over $1 million in World Ventures. She became IMD in 21 months. I'm so impressed. One of my favorite people in the world. I'm so impressed about her growth. When I met her, she didn't know how to speak English, and that reminded of me a lot, so many common characteristics. She didn't know how to speak English, zero idea about personal development, first time in network marketing. She wasn't traveling enough. I think never traveled outside Pacific, which is where she's coming from. So her life changed 100%. She will share about this. So instead of me sharing her story, I would love to welcome the one and only, the new $1 million LT earner, lifetime earner with World Ventures, Knighted trainer, one of the best trainers that we have, one of the top income earners of our team, Miss Vaidare Mervin.
Yes. Hello, Stavros.
Tapsis, how you doing?
Fine. You.
Nice. I'm so happy that we are doing this together. And you know, if I knew something since the beginning I met you, I knew that you were going to succeed. I still remember when I was on a cruise ship and you sent me a message and you said you need to do a training for my team. And I said, you know, I'm on holidays, and you're like, no, we need to do the training. And I said, okay, let's do it. And there were, I don't remember, 300, 400, 500 people. I never saw in my entire career the excitement that I saw that day. And back then you were MD or RMD. And I said, you know, this lady, 100%, she will be an IMD. She will be $1 million ring earner. Not only lifetime, I know that you'll be, you know, $1 million ring earner, and you'll get the yearly one. I know that this is going to happen. And look what you became. Wow, it's amazing. So can you share with us in a few minutes your story?
Yes. So thank you, Stavros. So my name is Vaitiare. I come from Tahiti. So I live in Tahiti in this hotel. So I don't pay the rent of my hotel because World Ventures pay for me because I am an IMD. And 10 years ago, I met two guys, Glenda and Gianni, because they organize some party in my islands. And in my island, we are 200,000 people. And 4.5 years ago, Glenda sent me a message and she wanted to present me something, so World Ventures. And at the end of this presentation, I said no, because it wasn't the good moment for me, because I didn't have money and I didn't have time. I have two jobs. So I was bank agent and a dance teacher. So I didn't have time and I didn't have money because I couldn't refund the bank. They forbade me. So I was banned from all the banks. I didn't have credit card. I didn't have money. And I said no, because it was not the good moment for me. And you know, when it's not the good moment for us, it's the better moment for us, because it's opportunities come in our life always when we are in a bad situation. And 6 months later, I said yes. I didn't pay the rent of my apartment to join World Ventures. It was $600. So I decided to, because I understood one thing: if you want a different life, you have to take different decisions. So the different decision that I took was to not pay the rent of my apartment. And this decision changed my whole life, my life, the life of my husband and I, the life of my parents, the life of thousands of people in my team, and people who are not in my team too, because we are in the same team. And today I'm here to share with you my story. I didn't speak English when I met Stavros for the first time 3 years ago. He asked me, how old are you? And I said, yes, very good. So I didn't understand English. And now I'm here. I speak English with you, for you, and because I understood that my story can inspire thousands of people in the world. And today I'm here with you to show you how I did it, how a woman, a lady who come from a small island of 200,000 people, who didn't speak English at all, who paid minimum $1,000 her flight to go outside of her island, can succeed. If I did it, you can do it too.
Absolutely. So Vaya, I want to ask you the same question that I asked Daniela before. So go back to day one, or even, you know, week one. Did you believe that you could become a millionaire? That means, did you believe that you will make over $1 million from World Ventures your first week?
No, because my first goal was to have my get four. And for me, IMD, it was very far and maybe in 5 years. So I did it in 21 months as Stavros. But my first days was to stay focused on my small goal. So the next goal for me was to have my get one and my get four, and after that my get six and senior rep. And but when I hit marketing director, okay, one night I say, wow, if I am a marketing director, maybe I can be IMD. And when I hit IMD, I say, wow, maybe I can have the $1 million lifetime ring. And today, yeah, maybe I can be double IMD and have the $1 million ring. So my first day, it was only focused on my first goal.
Okay, all the money are there. Now, what you said, is priceless. And let me explain why. So you see, some of you guys, you join World Ventures and you say, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be an IMD, which is good, but the passion that she had to go from 0 to 0.4, I mean, to get her 4 to become qualified, was the same passion that she had to go from IMD to $1 million LT earner. So the passion that she had to go from 4 to senior rep was the same passion to go from MD to RMD. This is what you don't understand. And the reason that we opened the call with a senior rep, then with a director, and now with $1 million ring earner, the reason that we did that is by purpose. We wanted it to be like this because you have to understand something. There is no one who's $1 million ring earner who, haven't been a senior rep first. And there is no one who's a senior rep now who haven't got his 4 first. So she said, yes, day one. No, I didn't believe that I can be a millionaire. I didn't believe that I can earn over $1 million from this company. But this is what I believe. I believed that I can get my 4. And once I got my 4, I believed that I can get another 4. And once I got another 4, I believed that I can be a senior rep. This is what she told. So you said at the beginning, you believe that you will get your 4. I want you to describe us. How was your day? This is what everybody want to find out. I mean, how you get from your 4 to a rank that you said marketing director was when you started believing that you can be an IMD. So what were your daily routines? How many presentations, how many invitations, personals? Just let us know, how did you do it from getting your 4 all the way to MD?
Yeah, so I understood that we have to invite, present, closing, book the training, and promote to the team. And when I started, in my island, we don't have a good connection with internet, so I did only travel parties at home. So house travel parties. I did 8 travel parties per day. So I took my car and I went to my first travel party. Okay, finish. Took my car for the second travel parties, third, fourth. And in my island, everybody knows everybody. So for me, I had to go fast because, I have 2 legs, 2 teams, and I have one woman here and her sister on the other side. So everybody knows everybody. And I understood very fast that I need to go fast. That's why I went very fast in World Ventures. But for me, I understood, I had the vision when I went to my first event. Events give me the vision, and I took action after the events, and I hit it ranks before going to the events because I wanted to go on stage, and I wanted my team watch me on stage and people say, okay, if this woman can do it, we can do it too. And our events were in Australia, 11 hours from my island, and the flight was $1,200. And I went with 100, 200, 300. And last United, we were 500 people in Los Angeles, and we pay a lot of money. But my team understood that events will give you the vision and will help you to how to take actions to hit your goal.
Absolutely, absolutely, my sister. And I think this is your X factor. This is your strength. You know, you are always coachable. You are always hungry. You are always working hard, respecting your team and your downlines and working with them and for them. But most importantly, you are always following the system and plugging people into the system. You said something about your country. So let me ask you, what's the population of your country?
How many?
The population. How many people live in your country?
Yeah, 200,000 people.
And in your city?
No, it's the city everywhere, because
yeah.
So you can do the tour of the island in 2 hours.
200,000 people, right?
Yeah.
And how many people in your team right now?
4,000.
4,000 people.
Yeah.
4,000 active people in your team.
Not active, because we are platinum and titanium, but lineage, baby, double. Yeah. But no gold. No gold.
What's the active lineage in your team? Active lineage.
Active lineage, 10,000.
10,000 lineage in your team. So I need you to see the numbers. Vi is living in an island of 200,000 people, and she has active lineage of 10,000 right now in her team. So I think any excuses that some of you have right now, you know, I talk to all my contacts, or I don't know many people, or, you know, I'm from a small city, or whatever it is, or everybody knows about work ventures around me, or whatever it is. What she said right now destroyed all your excuses. You know, if there is a will, there is a way, and she proved it to us. Here is what I know. They say that the first million is the most difficult to be done, right? So I do know that from today, you know, you already got your first million with Work Ventures, but from today, many more millions are following for you, Vi. So I want to thank you for your time. We will celebrate you, and we will see you at the stages of the world, teaching us how to create wealth, how to make a living, how to have fun, freedom, and fulfillment. I will leave the last words on you. So share, you know, any teaching point yet that you want to share with people that are watching right now. And last words are on you. We are closing with you.
Thank you. Bye.
So just share something for the, you know, share something, last words. What do you want to say to people? How they will do what you did, or anything that you want to say?
Okay, so I joined Work Ventures 4 years ago. It was very difficult to have my results today, but you know, I preferred to sacrifice 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years than 40 years in my life. And my why was to give freedom to my parents. Now they left their jobs before 60 years old. And if you have a why, something when you will sleep and when you will wake up at the morning, when you will think about this why, you will wake up and you will do 1, 5, 10, 20, 50 presentations per day, because you found your motivation. So it's better to have difficult years, maybe 5 years. Yes, it will be difficult, but we have a system. And if you don't follow the system, maybe you will be an IMD, but in 20 years. If you want to go fast, you have to follow the system. You have to invite people to present, to do the closing, to go on training. I never missed any training. And when, for example, I didn't have the boot camp in Oceania, I paid my flight to go to Ireland, to 30 hours flight to go to the last boot camp. And you have to promote and to go with your team, because your team will have the vision and will understand a lot of things when another guy, another IMD, another people will talk with them. So we see you to the United online with a lot of people from your team if you want to succeed in World Ventures. Thank you so much. Bye.